How do I check if I'm live? How does that work? Alright, works. Excellent.
Hey guys, it's Squishy here. I'm back from vacation now and I wanted to do a quick update on what's kind of been going on over the last couple of days. Now, I haven't played too much. I played about 12 hours, a little bit last night and a little bit this morning. So a lot of this content that you see here has only really happened in the past kind of 12 hours since the last video. So the first thing I've got here is just finishing off my Ascendancy. I didn't get a chance to do the 4th Ascendancy before I was away. So this
Hey, there we go. Hey Keva, how's it going, mate? This is my first stream, so we're just gonna have to bear with me with everything, but hopefully it's working okay. No worries, mate. Is it really going to keep Val lobbing that? That's annoying. Mirror Grey Dream. Yes, I still have the Dream Fragments. I bought it for 20x. It's not my fault. Didn't mean it to go to 100 Divines. You don't need it, man. You can just use this node on the tree over here. So use this one called Icebreaker. So you're just going to have to path down here. And then you can use your Charm as stun. And then you can pick up a couple of nodes. So stun nodes here, stun nodes here. But if you get this node over here, you should be okay with freeze. You do not need this ring at all. It's nice, but it's not the be all and end all for the build. There's a lot of people playing it that don't use it. If the game sounds are too loud, guys, let me know and I'll turn them down. I don't want to listen to the sound myself to test it because it will re-loop, so you're just going to have to let me know if it's too loud. It's using Flame Wall for the campaign. It's pretty good, Chris, but you're going to want to swap to... Basically, when you get Archmage, you're going to want to probably take it out because it's not that worth it once you get Archmage. You're just mainly focusing on your lightning damage there. Did I convert to Mum? Yes, I did. Yep. It's a little bit less of a one-shot, so I don't take as much of a one-shot, but overall it doubled my damage, so I was pretty happy with the change. If I corrupt my amulet, can I not add the 3 things and just grab a skill past the tree? Yeah, if you corrupted it, I'm pretty sure you can't actually anoint it. Unless there's a tainted emotion, like there was in Path of Exile 1. Usually, yeah, you need that to anoint corrupted ones. Yeah, well, there you go. I'm going to do my best to map and look at chat. It's going to be quite difficult, but we'll figure it out. You guys can go watch the new video if you want before you tune into the live stream. It's about 10 minutes. Gives you a bit of an update if you want to have a look at that. Mama's Mind Over Matter. It's this note here on the tree. So all damage is taken from mana before life, but you have 50% less mana recovery. Very strong if you can put up with the regen. The video is out actually now, isn't it? You guys can actually see it. It's not too bad. If you have a look, my mana regen's 1000. So if I hold it down, it does go down. But I can kind of make do. It's definitely not ideal, but I still think it's worth it for now. I'll figure it out. I'll get some more mana regen on shield or something. Get that to like 1500. Yeah. You can take this node on the tree if you're using WASD, by the way, not this one. This one here. Increase mana regen while moving. You're always moving with this build if you're using WASD. It's very, very good. If you guys do have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to just answer them, show you on the passive tree or whatever as we go. I'm not in a rush in mapping or anything like that. Just kind of casually doing it. I mean, Spark gameplay is only so interesting, right? So if you want to actually talk about something, I'm happy to. Where can I see the build in details? So on my latest video, there's a build guide, so you can have a little look through that. If you want a bit more detail, there's a max roll guide in the description that you can have a look at. It's not completed 100% yet, but it should give you a good idea on how to get started. Oh hey, perfect jewels or first one. How much are they going for? Tons. Oh well. I'll take it. 157. That's pretty good. What about divines? Yeah, right. We'll do exalts. $162 exalts. Don't mind if I do. Three divs. Does it actually go for 3 though? Ah, never mind. Never mind. Whatever. Probably should have checked. I'm actually quite poor at the moment as well. Their night cost a lot. Also failed a simulacrum before, which I wasn't happy about. Alright, let's just see if this video is working okay before I get into some more mapping. Oh yeah, it's working good. You're very welcome back. Hope you had a nice holiday. Thanks, man. Crazy how you set the standard for this build so early on in Poe 2. Can't wait to hopefully see some more content. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I don't know. It surprised me as well. I was just hoping to just play, and then a couple of days in, I noticed I was close to the top 10, and I must have found something that a lot of other people weren't really doing. So I thought, I got a bit of a shot here to do something. So yeah, it kind of worked out, but I'm still going to consider it lucky. I am definitely not an expert in this game, even though I've got a lot of hours in Poe 1. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how the content goes. I've got a couple of ideas, and yeah, just basically want to help people as best I can. How do I sustain T15 waystones? Alright, so this is what I do. Basically, you grab yourself a white one here. You alk it, you fill it with mods, with exalts, and then you Varlorb it. And this one's changed them all to prefixes, so this is going to give me quite a few. But sometimes you can get tier 16s. It goes to tier 16s and you can get quite a good amount of mods. So I basically just do any mod I can. So see how this one here, got like 310 waystone drop chance. So basically if I kill something, like sometimes I'll kill a boss in a map like this and I'll literally get like 5 tier 15s from it. So I've been doing that really to maintain it. You got to invest a bit of currency, but it's definitely worth it. Because this build can do any mod, it's really, really easy just to not really think and just do them as you go. I basically aim for the Lost Towers, add +1s to the maps, and then I just keep going. Now, I wanted to find the other Citadel. I found 2 so far, and I wanted to find the third one. So I found this one over here before the copper one, and I found the iron one before I left. But yeah, like this thing here, this mine shaft, is just perfect for like a tier 16. I might actually just show you quickly how that works. Yeah, this might kill me, but we'll see. So we'll grab this. So this is going to be nuts. So we've got 82. So we've got +1 there, +1 from the corrupted. I thought it was supposed to get +1 from the boss as well, because I've got this now. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Oh no, the map bosses are radiated, so it's only going to be +2, but we'll still do the 82, the Gothic City. Squishy, one question. Can I do this build on Sorceress? Yeah, it's a Sorcerer build. You end up, when you ascend, you choose Stormweaver as your Ascendancy. Hey brother, did you try a show like Lance? If so, why didn't you like it? To be honest, I kind of was already down the path of that high yes number, so I didn't really get a chance to go backwards and try it, the shield one. I do like the look of it, but I also like the extra energy shield and cast speed you get on the focus. It's just more damage, essentially. So over 50% block sounds great, and I think it will be great in a lot of scenarios, things like Simulacrum, that sort of stuff, but I probably can squeeze out 15-20% more damage with this thing, so we'll see how we go. And these do go to like 350. I've got a few that I'm wanting to get on the market when I have enough. That is going to be a nice upgrade, but I still think it's great. Hello, how did you get 100 spirit? You have to do it so you get your first one in Act 1 from King of the Mists, and then the next one is in Act 3. You get it from the Bog, I think. I don't know if I have it here. Might be Aggro Rat. You have to kill this witch and she gives you some, and then you do it again in Act 3 with the witch. So there's 3 things you have to do. 1 in Act 1, 1 in Act 3, and 1 in Act 3 crawl. Are you trying to plus spell skills on the shield? Yeah. I want the Dream, Bruno. I want +2 spells, cast speed, a lot of ES. It's just a pain, and it's very expensive. Anyway, let's do this. The only thing I don't want to do is Burning Ground. Yeah, I know. I hate Burning Ground as well. It's a pain. Alright, so we're going to see Faith. I think that's how you say your name. This is how I generally sustain maps, so I'll roll them, and you'll see when I kill the boss on this map, if it hits the map on the boss, I'll get like 6 maps, or maybe like three to 5 maps, I'll say. Why no ingenuity on your belt? I don't have the money for a start, but I'm using dream fragments, and I'm feeling the 80%. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to have, you know, an extra 16% max mana, but it's not gonna do as much as maybe like 2 breach rings. I reckon if you're gonna go to ingenuity, you need 2 breach rings, like 250 mana on each. That would be the way to go with that one. And my belt, like, I really need it for res as well. Ryan, yes, I'm running both. If I just look like I'm running to a wall, guys, it's because I'm actually reading chat, so I'm not actually brain dead. I'm actually just reading chat at the same time. Focus is 30% more damage for light survivability of the shield. But I followed your build and now can't stand the lower damage. Fair enough, man. Yeah, shield's definitely interesting to me. It's also a bit annoying because I have to find some strength. It may be better, but you know, at the end of the day, most of those big boss mechanics, you're not going to be able to dodge to block them. I don't think. Like, if they hit you with a massive hit, and at the end of the day, do you really want to be relying on a block to stop like a 20k hit? I don't think so. So you might as well just kill it faster and not have to face as many of those big hits. That's my theory behind it. I'll just get better at the mechanics on the bosses. Alright, where's this silly boss? Let's see if we can get some maps from him. To show if my theory actually works. Only time I die is breach overwhelmed, but the shield is better on bosses. I think the high S is even better. Yeah, that's fair enough. When you're going to get overwhelmed by a lot of little monsters, that's when it's better. But you'll notice when you get high enough damage, like I've got like 50, 60k spark at this point, and I also have the chill on the Ascendancy, so I'm dealing quite well with the small monsters running at me. But I did die in Simulacrum before, so I'm not going to talk too much smack about it, because I think the shield would have been a lot better in that situation. I'm really not paying attention to where I'm going here, am I? It's really hard to reach out at the same time. In like a little small screen just under my keyboard or something. So maybe if I do the pop out, I'll do the pop out, and then I'll move chat to a better position for me. How do I even do that? One sec, guys. Pop out chat. Here we go. Alright. Alright, it's a bit closer now. I can see it a little bit easier. So hopefully I can read it. I'm still getting used to streaming. I haven't streamed in like 13 years. I used to stream on Twitch back in the day for Counter-Strike. So yeah, it's all a bit new to me in terms of what you can do these days. I probably will get both streams going on Twitch and YouTube, but for now, yeah, I'll show you in a sec. For now, yeah, I'm just kind of just seeing how YouTube goes, because that's where most of you guys subscribe. So, well, we may move to Twitch a bit later, maybe tomorrow. I'm planning to maybe stream for like 2 or 3 hours, kind of this time every night for like the next month. I'm actually a teacher, it's my full-time job, and I'm on school holidays at the moment for the next 6 weeks, so I've got a lot of time to focus on streaming and making videos and just playing this game if I'm enjoying it, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, boss, let's see how many maps we get from this. Let's see if the theory is correct. They've got 368% increased waystones. So if this rolls a map on it, on the drop, hopefully I'll get a ton of maps. Snowman, yes, from the latest video you should be able to see a max roll guide for it. There's also a video kind of going over it a bit more comprehensively. Got a lot more health than I wanted. Come on. There you go. Alright, go on. Give me some maps. There you go. 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty much how I maintain them. Thanks, Bruno. Yeah, it's my teacher voice. Yeah, so the Ingenuity belt, basically I have a Dream Fragments, so this ring here, and Ingenuity, it would say like 80% more of those stats, so essentially the only thing that really matters is the mana. Let's say that goes to 36%. I'm wasting a whole belt slot for 16% increased max mana. And obviously I could do a lot of stuff for the other ring. I just don't think it's quite worth it. I think the Ingenuity belt's better if you have two like Breach rings with like 250 mana, like 30% cast speed, and then you're boosting all of that 30%. That would be incredible. But I'm not dropping Dream Fragments anymore. Although I do think it will drop in price quite a bit, but I just like it too much. Lyric. That's a good question. You're gonna laugh at this one. So I picked the mana regen, but I haven't actually done the second one yet. So yeah, I'm still deciding if I want to do the attributes or the debuff, the slow debuff. Gherkin, it's lower because I've gone into Eldritch Battery, so it converts Energy Shield to mana. So if I take it off, I'll quickly show you. You'll see I go from 7k to 15.4, but I go to 3k mana. And 3k mana, I'm at 18k spark. If I put it back on, 33k spark. So it's just a bit of a preference. I do lose a bit of overall survivability because you basically add a 7k energy shield here to 5.5k mana, which is about 12.7k, less than 15k. But yeah, it's worth it in my opinion at this point. Some more boss skill points. Where does this one go on? Let's have a look. Alrighty, what do we want? Do we want 30% corruption, strongbox, essence, or experience, or rarity? Either rarity or corruption. I'm thinking corruption. Yeah, corruption. Sounds good to me. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. Oh, I got to show you guys what I do to make some money a bit later when I get about 1 mil gold. Probably a lot of you know it already, but it's pretty fun to do. What stats do you prioritize on your jewels and that you don't run the PS jewels? I've got increased max energy shield, cast speed, mana regen. That's a really good one. I only really focus on energy shield and faster start of energy shield. You don't really need all of them. This one, so yeah, energy shield, recharge, a bit of cast speed in there. Energy shield, recharge, bit of mana. And then this one, energy shield, skill effect duration, and energy recharge. I think that might be the best. So the max energy shield, faster start, and skill duration. But they're really hard to get. And this one's faster start, cast speed, energy shield. They just drop in breach as you do breach. Awesome, Demogorgon. That's awesome. What's your ES and mana? No worries, Akmal. Glad I could help. Hey, that's a juicy one. 525 waystone. Should we put it on this? That'll be fun. Economy is killing me. Yeah, I liked it when I didn't have the video out and I could just buy everything for like a couple of exalts. And now when I look at items, people are putting them like 50 divines. Cast speed, I have 0.2, so I do 5 a second. Nice. So much money. I did think they were going to change from exalts to divines, but I didn't think to do it before my vacation. What's the best way to get more DPS? Mana. Mana's the best way, because it scales your cast speed quite well. So mana basically makes this higher, this mana pool, which triggers your force of will. So increase effective arcane surge per 15 mana. Arcane surge, 10% more cast speed. So more cast speed is basically timesing your cast speed. So if you see on my rings, cast speed here, cast speed on wand, that's multiplied by the arcane surge effect. So mana just is the best way to scale damage, as long as you have cast speed on multiple pieces. How much is the ingenuity belt at the moment? Yeah, I went with the chill because basically because I have the lightning thing anointed, the lightning rod, I have to use controlled destruction to make them all my hits non-crit, which means I can't use the elemental storm. So I think this might be better. This is what Lance is using at the moment. I think this might be better. But for me, I put 2 points into shock. I really like the shock, and I had 2 extra points. So I can either get 20% res pen, which is crap, and get this, which isn't that great, Endgame. So I thought, let's try chill, and I love it. Chill's awesome. It's just going to help so much in a lot of situations. So for now, I like it. Why not Pierce? No, don't. You can't switch yet. I'll show you why. So this a lightning rod anoint is 1 suffering, isolation. Isolations cost 300 exalts each, I think, at the moment, and sufferings are 150. So unless you have 750 exalts ready to go, just do what you're doing with the Pierce. It's almost not almost as strong, but it's good for now. Okay, well then do it. Go buy it. You've got 2 mirrors. Most people won't just be able to go, oh, I'll buy it. But this is, I reckon this is the endgame version of it. My quick question, is the 70% more ES from helmet node working? I don't think it does when playing minor meta and unique amulet. Really? I actually know, I haven't tested it. Is it not working? I'll try it in a sec. I'll try it when I'm back in town. I'll have a look. Does anyone know if it's not working or not? Yeah, the gaze amulet's gone up quite a bit, especially now that divines are worth so much. Oh yeah, so it probably gives the mana instead, so it probably moves it. So it's still worth taking. Does it increase your mana though, or not? Or is it literally just a waste? Am I literally just wasting that point? Not working. Okay. So it's literally just waste. Alright, I'll have to respec that. Oh well, saves me a point. Thanks guys. That's a good reason to stream, right? You guys can just fix all my issues. Now, where am I going to put that point? That's the question. I feel like divines are like being price fixed somehow. Like, they've been quite ridiculous, the price. Yeah, I did. I'm sure I'm going to stack up for this map. Essentially, I'm just going for faster start of energy shield and energy shield max percentage. And then if you can get anything extra like cast speed, skill duration, that sort of stuff, like that's just a bonus. Spell damage. Need that planner update. I've got a little max roll guide going, but tell you what, max roll's been pissing me off. Like, it deleted itself twice. It doesn't update the gear properly. Like, it's annoying. So I will look at it a bit later, but it should be somewhat okay for now. On X0, I've done Eldritch Battery, so I've converted all my ES to mana, but it still uses it as a buffer. So essentially, I have 7k plus 5.5k kind of max hit. So I don't have quite 16k ES like I had last time. It's like a 12.5 or 13k max hit. But I got a lot more damage. I got like 4 or 5 times the damage. Oh, I'm just trying to read chat and not die at the same time. It is stronger. It gives you like twice the damage, and you lose like 20% of the tankiness at this point. So it was kind of a no-brainer. I have died once though since I've changed, and I didn't die very much at all before. But it was Simulacrum, so I don't know if that counts. Simulacrum's such a pain. I do want to beat it on this character, but I just feel like I got one that had more life and elemental resist, and I had no penetration. I just got overwhelmed. How you have ES, the amulet. So here it says 30% of max mana adds extra max energy shield. So it's basically taking 30% of the energy shield and sticking it on here, and then it's using all the multipliers from my tree. So that's how it's that high. So the more mana I get, the more ES I get. I don't even know why I'm bothering to clear the rest of the map. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Why do you have surroundings on your map? What do you mean by that, demo? Alright, let's fix this stupid point that's not working apparently. So what are we thinking here? Are we thinking it just doesn't work at all? Let's test it. Not that node. Let's test it with this node. So if I take this off, I just don't gain any mana or any ES. Wow, what a joke. Well, that's annoying. So I guess I can unspec that now and just have the extra point. Okay, that'll do. Okay, cool. 7.4, easy. To see the mountains. Do you mean like this when I'm tabbing? I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry. Yeah, I just hold it. Probably a Po1 thing I just do. Alright. Send another one. Why can't I hit some tier 16s? Come on, game. Akmal, I just uploaded a new video, man. Like, literally on my channel. If you go there, there should be a new video right now. I'm back. Oh, this one here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's Spark CI Archmage versus Arbiter of Ash gear update and breakdown. So have a look at that if you haven't yet. Is the Maxwell tree the old one still? Well, basically only a few players are actually going to do the change to Lightning Rod, and if you're going to do the change, probably don't need me to show you how to do it in Max Roll. I probably will, but for now, I'm sick of max troll. It's really annoying to use. So tomorrow morning I'll spend like half an hour to an hour fixing it, but I'm just frustrated at the moment, so I've just left it for now. How do you have so much mana regen? Basically, having high mana gives you high mana regen. So the higher your mana, the higher arcane surge effect you have. And as you can see here, it says 20% more mana regen rate, which is a multiplier. It's not just additive. It's not the same thing as 10% increase. It's more, so it times the whole lot by that much more. Because I have so much mana, it just scales it. So that's why I have about 1,000 when I'm playing. All right, where are we going with this thing? What have you guys been doing? I've just been kind of trying to go as far out as I can. That's kind of been my strategy. And I've been trying to do Delirium because, I don't know, I feel like I want an isolation to drop because it'd be funny. But it's not really worked out. Just been going for bosses, following the coast. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't I play Elemental Storms? Because I have a Lightning Rod, so lightning damage with non-crits, crit hits are lucky. To make all my hits non-crit, I have to use Controlled Destruction. And Controlled Destruction means I don't crit, so I can't trigger Elemental Storms. And I do like the freeze. The freeze is nice. Oh my god, the cat's popping off. That noise is just the cat, guys. Don't worry about it. I was told you only get isolation stuff for bringing in Simulacrum. Maybe. I tried a Simulacrum before and sucked. I got killed at Act 11. Or not Act 11, level 11. I've actually got it recorded. Meow meow. He's so annoying. I'll shut the door. He's got a very deep cat voice. Alright, you shouldn't hear him now, and he'll shut up soon. Yeah, so basically, the video before the one I just released, the one with the 16,000 ES, like that was like the last time I played. I came home yesterday from holiday after like 7 days, so I've missed so much in terms of content and farming and gear. I've just basically got what I had when I left last week. And when I was playing last week, you know, I was going pretty hard. I was playing like 8-10 hours a day since release to be where I was on the ladder. And I wasn't really focusing on the, like, what to do with maps. It was like, let's just get tier 15s and go as fast as I can. And I wasn't really thinking about min-maxing or anything. So now I've come back and, yeah, I just, like, haven't figured it out yet. Just kind of playing, trying to get some content out. Hey, that thing hurts. Boy, that thing does hurt. Alright, let's get a bit of regen going here. It's the burning ground. It's so annoying. I have got a max roll planar wolf. It's just not very good. So go have a look in the latest video. I do have one in there. I will update it tomorrow though. I'm sick of it at the moment because it's annoying to use. But it is in there. To be honest demo, it probably was more like 20. I was just trying to not sound like the biggest crazy person in the world. It probably was like 20. I swear I slept like 4 hours for like 5 days. Yeah, you can re-anoint it. You can just go over it. It just asks you to clarify when you do it. Elemental Storm hinders. Yeah, the problem is I can't actually use Elemental Storm because I have Controlled Destruction. So the hinder would be good, and I love the double shock. So I don't know. Maybe double shock and pen would be good for me. I don't know, but I can't use the storm. Level 94 in the video I just made. Why do these things have so much health? Oh, 82% more monster life. That'll probably do it. Yeah, isolations are going to go up, and then they're going to go back down, I reckon. I reckon they're going to go up quite a bit, depending how many people actually bother watching the video. I don't think it'll be as popular as the other ones. But yeah, they'll go up a bit, and they'll hopefully drop when everyone starts to get them. Because it's very, very good money to farm them at the moment. Tell you what though, it's probably a good idea I went on holiday, because I reckon I would have maybe died if I decided to stay and still grind to be top 10. Like, I would have been doing the same thing. And they're still not level 100. They're still about level 98 aren't they, at the moment. So I would have literally been playing 20 hours a day or something like that up until this point. So it's good I can kind of take a step back and focus on just playing a bit more casually. So just my competitive mindset just locks me in wanting to play. Yeah, if there are any drops of Simulacrum, it might be a bit tricky. And I tried Simulacrum before and I did die in it. Have any of you done Simulacrum yet with the build? Because I struggled a second ago when I tried it. Maybe you do need the shield for that. I think it was because I rolled a bet. I had Monster Life and Elemental Res on them, and I didn't have any pen at all, so I just got overwhelmed. So I reckon if I do it again, I'll put the pen on the nodes on the tree, and I reckon that'll help a lot. Tell you what, this is a crappy map. I'm really not liking how tanky some of these things are, even with my damage. I was really annoyed when I died as well, because it cost me like 200 exalts to try it. I was fairly confident going into it, and then I got to like level 10 or something, and I was just like, uh-oh. And it was too late. I have got it recorded, but I don't know if it'll show up on stream. I don't know if I'm actually recording my game, not the actual screen, so probably can't show you guys now. But maybe I'll show you tomorrow if I stream tomorrow. I reckon it's better. Yeah, the PS swap the fork. Yeah, I reckon maybe there's you can just use PS instead of fork. But if you read fork and you read PS, it sounds like fork's better, just better in general. And yeah, the lucky damage is insane. Like, it doesn't say you on tooltip, and I don't really know if it's working, but I mean, if you saw the latest video, I destroyed the Arbiter. So I've definitely got a lot more damage than before. And I don't think that's just because of EV. And there's a reason it's gone for that, like, 700 exalts, right? Like, it's obviously very strong. Well, the only person doing it. People have already figured that out. To be honest, I didn't even know it was on the bloody tree until someone said in chat. And I was like, not in chat, in the comments in the last video. It's like, what do you think of this? And I was like, oh yeah, so that's a good idea, actually. I'll definitely look into that one. I didn't even know it was there. And then I had a little think about how to go about it, and I thought, this is probably the best way to do it. Well, for me, it's the best way for now. I'm sure someone will figure out better ways. Yeah, I am using it at the same time. So I've got a staff swap on my mouse. So I swap, and then I just dash. And then as soon as I cast Spark, it comes back. I can show you how to set it up if you want. It's not as reliable. Like, when you're mapping and you're doing the blink, it's like nice. But like, when you're doing something super serious, like the Arbiter, and you have to blink, and you can only do like 2, it's very scary. So I don't know how reliable it's going to be late game. Yeah, something like, the problem is I literally don't crit. So if you look at the gem, it says your skills cannot deal crits. So unless I'm reading Elemental Storm wrong, yeah, it only triggers on critical hit. So I legit can't use it. Like, I guess my Orb of Storm is good, but I don't think that'll proc enough. And also, I don't like Orb of Storms as a reliable way to chill or hinder. Yeah, I could try a different gem, but the problem is, if I try a different gem, I have basically the Controlled Destruction, sorry, the Anoint tier, non-critical hits is lucky. So anytime I crit, I don't get the double damage, or the lucky damage. So I want to make 100% of my damage non-critical hits. Otherwise, there's no point in Lightning Rod. So that's why I can't change it. It's just too strong. Also, I do have crit on my weapon, so I would literally have like a 15% chance to crit. I'm losing 50% of that lucky damage. So for me, it's not worth it. I mean, maybe it is, but... Oh, I forgot to do the delirium. Maybe it is, but I don't know. That's just too much for me at the moment. I'm just happy with the way it is. But if you like Elemental Storm, use it. Go for it. Why not use PS Jewels with Lucky? I mean, I could get, I was thinking about it, I was like, I could get 5 PS Jewels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 20%, or somehow get another one. And then from there, I would have, you know, I'd be able to do the PS shenanigans. So I could do that, but I was like, oh, I like the fact that I can get like 100% increased energy shield and faster recharge as well. Yeah, honestly, you could be right there. I don't actually know. Like, I reckon it's really close. So yeah, you could be right. But at the end of the day, I can't bother at the moment. I can't bother thinking about it. I do a lot of things not min-maxy until I can be bothered, and then I'll just figure it out when I get a chance. Or someone smarter than me will figure it out and I'll have a look. Yeah, 100 spirits just from the campaign. You get one in Act 1, King of the Mists. Act 3, you got to kill like the bog person, and then Act 3, Cruel, you kill the bog person again. That's how you get it. Is Lightning Pen needed? Probably not. Lightning Pen probably isn't. What are you running in your Atlas? I am running... I just kind of doing this. I don't really know if it's the best. But yeah, early on I thought rares were quite good and I wanted the duplicate because they were dropping me exalts. I don't know if this is still worth it. I think this is pretty good over here, the explicit stuff, because it was good in Per 1, so why not? Waystone chance higher. I was really struggling for Waystones when I started, so I got this. And then, because I can do mods quite easily, I've got Deadly Evolution. So just more, every time I have a rare mod, gives me more rarity on. So that's kind of the way I've gone about it. But I don't know what the best is. My anoint is Lightning Rod. Very expensive, but it's very strong. Have you changed a lot from your last video? Because I see you've changed a lot of the passive tree. I've changed a little bit. And mainly because I've anointed this and I dropped the Pierce. But I still think Pierce is really, really strong. And until you're ready to transition to Lightning Rod, keep the Pierce stuff going, because that's going to be your best bet. Yeah, I know. I probably will. I've got a lot more res than I had before, so I could probably easily replace the belt. So it might be the next thing to do. Get charms on it. Deal with stun. I don't know yet. Like I said, I've only played like 12 hours since I came back from vacation. I just wanted to farm enough currency to get Lightning Rod going and do my Ascendancy and kill a couple bosses. But I'm going to be playing like 16 to 18 hours a day for the next like month. So I'm going to get everything sorted. So I wanted to see something before. Was it Passive Tree? I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was Gear. So this is the wand. I got this just before I left. So I bought it for 20x without the extra lightning damage, and I slammed it for lightning damage. So the vision was strong with that. Don't use the crit anymore though. So, you know, not as good. Not a 6 mod one, but still quite nice. Helmet's the same. This, it's got lightning rod on it, and I've qualityed it. Shield's crap. Need to upgrade the shield, but it's usable for now. Dream Fragments is the same. Body armor's the same. This ring's the same. Gloves are the same. Belt, it's looking pretty average now. You can do charm slots and boots. I don't know how much these boots are worth, but I like them. I like my gloves and my boots because they have rarity on them. So we'll see. You reckon 20 divines for the one? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What are my thoughts on the crafting system? I don't really like it. I wasn't like the best crafter in Po 1, but I appreciated it. I appreciated that people could do cool things with the crafting, and I did it. I did know a little bit about it, but definitely not like sushi, that sort of level. But I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit silly that you have to know so much just to craft a simple item. But at the same time, what we have now is a bit silly, so I don't know what the best is. Alrighty, what am I doing? Making my way up, I guess. Hey, finally got tier 16. Any tips on farming that unique ring? It's quite expensive. Not really. Hopefully it just goes down in price, Dennis, because it's outrageous the price it is at the moment. It is very strong, but I don't think you need it. Like, I think the ingenuity with the 2 breach rings is really strong. And if you just figure out a way to deal with freeze, I mean, chill sucks, but surely you can figure something out in the future, maybe. But ingenuity into like amazing breach rings, that sounds pretty strong over it. It's definitely not worth 100 divines, whatever it is now. I'm almost considering selling it myself. Well, but I got it for 20x. I literally bought it like day 3. I had it like my snipe ready to go. Some guy put a corrupted one up, and I offered him 20x for it, and he just took it. So I got insanely lucky with it. Because I hadn't seen one go less than that for ages. Like, I was literally watching it for 2 days. I saw like 3 come up, and they were all like mirrors. The freezer notes over here, icebreaker. You just, yeah. Honestly, if you feel like the ring is just a stupid price, just go for ingenuity. I don't know how much ingenuity is. I could be saying that, and that's like 50 divines. But last time I checked, it was like 500 exalts. $10k now. What's his spark DPS? Like 200k. How much is ingenuity? So I don't have to look it up. $20, $30 divs. Yeah, that's more reasonable. And people are going to be able to farm it a lot easier now, so. Yeah, I know. Like, Dream Fragments is nice, and I guess you could do Dream Fragments and an Ingenuity, but I don't know. I feel like people saying that the ring, this build's too expensive because of the ring, are just being overreacting a little bit. You don't need it. There's a lot of people playing it without it. Yeah, it's really nice to not have to worry about chilled, but it's like not like having chilled ground on this map's going to stop me doing it. Yeah, Purtle, I basically went Eldritch Battery, and now I have a lot more mana and damage. A little bit less survivability, but it's almost the same. I would say I dropped about 20% survivability for about, yeah, almost doubling my damage. Yeah, I could drop the fork, but the problem with Tempest is if I pop Tempest, I'll lose all my mana, and then I'm vulnerable. So I don't like that. So for mapping, at the moment, I'm doing so much damage for like tier 16 mobs, like it's not going to matter. I reckon I'll be able to push it over like 80 to 100k anyway, like as a base with gear upgrades, if you all don't make the prices too expensive. Yeah, Tony, check the max roll link in my new guide, on my new video. The passive tree is pretty much there for the PS version, which is the one you're going to want to be doing for now. The stats for Pierce Jewels, literally, I think just get Pierce at the moment, because if you get like lightning damage or projectile damage, it's just going to make it too expensive and it's not worth it. So just try get like 217% Pierces and 116. And even if you don't get 100%, it's not the end of the world. You don't need 100% for it to work. I'll link it to you, Tony. Just give me a sec. If I can find it. Hold on. Is this it? Here we go. I got it. There you go. No, I don't use the PS Anoint. I've gone with Lightning Rod now. But don't just think because I've done it that it's like you all have to go do Lightning Rod. Like it's not the be all and end all. Yeah, it's better, but you don't have to stress about it. Not right now when it's being overhyped and the price is going to the moon. It'll come back down. Do it in a few days. In fact, what you should be doing is trying to be sniping the PS jewels for everyone else that's trying to sell them. So snipe those in the next day or so, and you'll be laughing. So we'll bounce back. Yeah, Grank, that's a really good question. I'm like, I want to drop Tempest, but it's just, if you look at the numbers, it's too strong. But I crap myself every time I pop Tempest on a boss, because I lose like half my survivability. Whereas before, when I had just the CI, I could just use it and not care. Whereas now, I'm scared. So I don't really like it as much with this version. Are you guys full clearing, or are you just basically, as soon as it says map completed, just piecing out? Because I swear I don't get any drops. Like, it is not from a rare or a boss. Is that good? That looks good. I haven't actually got trade open because it broke before, but that looks decent. Anyone know anything about a Bayesian gear? Is that good? I guess the evasion percent's low, so maybe it's not. Oh, it's still down for maintenance. I guess I'll just save it for later and look when I can be bothered. Ooh, less recovery, my favorite. Ha, get wrecked. How much spark damage should be okay to tier 15? I don't know, like 10, 15k. Once you stick Archmage on, it goes from like 3k to 10. You're pretty much fine. It just takes a little longer to kill. Yeah, probably the body armor, but the other stats are nice. Like Chaos Res, Life. I reckon you can put that over 1,000 if you do the dual sockets and whatnot. Again, it could be alright. Where am I getting all my mana? All my gear has energy shield. So 900, 300, 200, 150, 150, and then Eldritch Battery puts all of that, those numbers I just said, and puts it on mana. How much mana regen? While moving, I have 1,025. Which is just not enough to sustain casting, like just holding it down. But I'm not often doing that for a long period of time anyway, so it's not too bad. Random gaming. I have an amulet called Everlasting Gaze. 30% of max mana is extra mana, max for energy shield. So it takes 5,500. 30% of that as my ES, so let's just say that's like 1,800, and then all my energy shield scaling works on that. Something like that is how it works. Lester, what's my mapping strategy? At the moment, just trying to go for plus levels, tier 15s, tier 16s, and I'm just trying to go as out as possible as I can. Like, I'm trying not to stay in the, like, one kind of area. I'm trying to go as far away from the start as possible because I'm thinking that spawns more silver bosses. Could be completely wrong with that one. And yeah, that's really about it. Like, I haven't really done too much mapping that wasn't competitive. Like, before I went on vacation, I was just trying to stay in the top 10, so I was just trying to do as much XP as possible. Whereas now, it's been like 6 or 7 days, and I'm not sure what the best strategy is. I need to do some research to figure it out. But I'm just doing what I feel like doing. I don't like min-maxing that mapping side of things. I really like the gear and the builds, but the actual mapping just kind of gets boring if I min-max it too hard. Like, I can do it, but I don't enjoy doing it. Like scarabs and stuff and per one, like all that sort of stuff just irks me a little bit. It's the best way to farm for exalts. Just do tier 16 maps, tier 15, 16 maps. I found 4 divine orbs today. Just playing without any juice, just exalting and battle wobbling like I'm doing now. Why are these things so tanky? That's scary. You still use pierce tools and anoint? No, I've changed to lightning rod, but still use it. It's still good. No worries, Lester. Glad I could help. The pinnacle bosses, I think they're just random. Just keep mapping and you'll come across them. I've come across 2. They were fairly easy on the build. Can I show my links? You mean on Spark, the gems? So I can tell you them, but I can show them after the map. So I've got Arcane Tempo, Controlled Destruction, Inspiration, Acceleration. And then I have 4 because I have Lightning Rod, but you should probably use Persistence if you have the Pierce stuff. No, I don't have Pierce on Jules at the moment. Yeah, Hank, don't transition to Lightning Rod if you can't afford it. Like, it's good, but the price is going to balloon, like, over the next few days. It's probably going to double or triple in price, maybe, if everyone starts doing it. And then it'll come back down again. So, just wait a couple of days. People will figure out how to farm isolation promotions. I do have a 16. What filter? I'm just using Neversinks, the latest one he did. Spitting stars. My mana regen is 1000. I can't fully sustain if I hold it, but I very rarely do that. If you're having trouble, you don't have enough mana regeneration rate along with max mana. Like, you just need to get as much of that as you can. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with Div or Exalts, but I reckon if those emotions go up, they're going to come back down. I just can't see them sitting. Like, let's say they go to 1,000 Exalts each. Like, people are just going to figure out how to farm them efficiently. Whether that's Simulacrum spamming and then everyone's just doing Delirium. Like, there's no way it's going to sit that high, surely. And if it is, hopefully it'll get a rework. I'm not even doing this. I don't even have the boss here. What's the point? Oh, that's funny. Will you update the links with early in-game variant? Currently at 6. Can't wait to be done with the BS. Check out the max roll guide. I'll link it in chat. But I've got like an endgame gem link set up in there for you. So Zebra, have a look at that. I will update it in the morning. It's not 100% at the moment. There's still a few things I want to fix on it. But hopefully it helps a little bit. Everyone else has been randomly alking rings and hoping for something good. Remind me when I'm at 1.2 mil gold so we can do a gamble session. I made some good money from that. Right, let's go over here. See what's over the hill. Really? I have to go to that one? Damn it, there's nothing there. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm weapon swapping. I've got it on my mouse 4, so I just press it, and then I just press space. And then when I cast Spark, it goes back to the other one. Zebra, yeah, probably, because you're going to want Energy Shield there to help you out. Hi, how do you still have Energy Shield? The amulet gives 30% max mana as max Energy Shield. So it's basically going over to mana and 30% of it's coming back. My Energy Shield, and it's getting scaled to 7k. Yeah, so Lucky Hit, this is how it works. So lightning damage with non-critical hits is Lucky. So Lucky, things are rolled twice and it uses the better result. So if I look at my Spark here, and it says 647 to 12,000, think of it as like a dice roll, like a big dice roll, and it's going to roll 2 numbers. So it's like it rolls a 4,000, and then it rolls an 8,000. It's going to take the 8,000, and that's the damage it does. So that's how it works. So Lucky just basically gives you a higher chance at a higher roll. And it works for things that have a big range. So because this has such a big range, it's like a really low number and a really high number, it's really good with lightning damage. Adverse growth for Anoint. What is that again? Where's adverse growth? I forgot. Am I blind? Is it like another area or something? Top left. Oh, there. I mean, yeah, damage recouped as mana could be nice, for sure. But you're using the pierce or the lightning rod, so yeah. Why not take Eldritch Will? I do have Eldritch Will in my one. I use both now. Chris, I use Fork, which is like a better pierce, if you read the two. What are jewels now? Basically just have Energy Shield. So Energy Shield percentage, like increased, and faster start. That's like the two I've got. Look, the pierce is probably the best way to go about it until you get the lightning rod. Just don't overthink it. What's your strat on Atlas Tree? I wanted to Delirium, but Simulacrum is really hard. So I tried it and died. But I think I got pretty unlucky on the rolls. Because I've smashed like all the content until I got the Simulacrum. And the roll was max life and elemental res. And I don't have any pen. I didn't have any pen on the tree at the time. So I just kind of got overwhelmed. But I reckon if I just anointed the pen, not anointed, spec the pen, that would have been fine. So I want to do another simulacrum. That's going to be my goal tomorrow, I think. If not, maybe I'll do ritual or something. I don't know. But to be honest, I'm just having fun doing this. Like, I just enjoy mapping on this character. I found about 100, and then I just like, nah, I want to just try it. So I was like, I want to just buy it. So I bought it, and I just died. That sucked. Is shock considered a chill? I don't know what you mean by that, T. When did I take Eldritch Battery? Like... what's that? Nah, it's all good. Like, I'm fine with getting stunned at the moment. I took Eldritch Battery like yesterday. Like, I got back from holiday and I was like, I want to try it. Because I just had the big ES pull before, because I thought that would be really good against if the bosses were going to just one-shot you. And it was, but you're losing like half damage. Like, you literally double your damage with Eldritch Battery. And you lose like 20%, 30% one-shot ability. $55k ES, 30k damage, and still getting destroyed by breaches. Really? What Ascendancy do you have? Yeah, Joe, I did it like today. Like yesterday night or something. But, you know, you can do it earlier. You can do it basically when you get to maps. Just don't take a Mind Over Matter straight away. Basically, you need the amulet, and then you can do it. Yeah, I reckon Elemental Storm is better if you can crit, but I'm using Control Destruction because I have the lucky damage, so I'm not doing Elemental Storm for now. But I probably have to do some testing. A lot of people are using it and think it's better, which is fair enough. $600 mana regen. Are you using WASD? And have you taken the 50% mana node? Because that's quite nice. That might help a bit. Yeah, the double shotgun exposure is my second choice. If I didn't like the chill, I still might go back to it. I'm just testing out the chill for now. I liked it so far. Yeah, you could get 100% PS for 6 dual slots. That's definitely something you could do. You can't fork and PS. You got to pick one. So you won't be able to fork, but I think the PS without the downside of the gem. So like on the gem, where is it? Support. I do have it in here. Like on the gem it says projectiles from supported skills deal 30% less damage. But if you do it on the tree, you don't get that, so it's really strong. So that's the best way to do it. I reckon if you could do 6 dual slots, like that is definitely a strong way to do it, but you're losing literally everything you would get. So you're losing the faster start, you're losing the max energy shield. So it's just, again, it's personal preference a bit, and also what you can be bothered and how much things cost. So, you know, if everyone starts doing a certain way, do something else. Do something different. You'll be able to get it for cheaper. $14, really? tried the 3 chain nodes? Nah, I haven't. Yeah, lightning rod is good and expensive. Oh, look at this one. It's got everything. I want to go to the tower first, I think. So I might go round. Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing a little bit, but at the end of the day, like a lot of people that have played for a little while will be able to see if something's really, really expensive. Maybe a little bit of an alternative here and there is possible. I think a lot of people with this game try to really just follow exactly what someone does, and I think it hamstrings them a lot of the time because they're trying to buy like the exact same pieces of gear or do the exact same way. I've always tried to just tweak it a bit. Like even when I follow build guides of like other streamers and YouTubers and other content creators, I like doing my own little spin on it. I find it way more fun myself, and you never know, you might find something that's a bit stronger. Why did I change for Fork? It's better than PS Gem. So not the PS nodes on the tree. So if you get all the PS nodes on the tree, I don't think Fork's better, but it's better than the Gem. Exploit elements. What's exploit elements? This one? 30% DPS boost. So it's not, because I'm pretty sure it's just like an increased damage. I've already got a bunch of that, so it's not going to actually give me 30%, 24% more damage. It's just going to be like, I've got 300% lightning damage, here's another 24, so it's like 324% more. So it's probably like 5 or 10% more. Yeah, they don't take 24% increased damage. Yeah, you can anoint the same amulet. It's going to ask you if you want to. You just say yes. So we'll override it. As it's corrupted, then you can't. Vacation was good. I actually proposed to my girlfriend and she said yes. So that was interesting. Interesting week. But yeah, obviously I couldn't pull any shenanigans and cancel my trip to play more Path of Exile. No, I went to Melbourne. So I live in Australia, so I'm on the west coast of Australia in a place called Perth. Thanks, guys. And Melbourne's like a 4-hour flight the other side of Australia, so we went there for the holiday, and yeah, proposed. And it went all well. Thanks. Congrats in the chat. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I've been together for 5 years, so it was a long time coming. Yeah, I was only a little bit close to buying a gaming laptop when I was over there. I did go to JB Hi-Fi when I was out there, and I looked at some gaming laptops, but I thought better of it. When's the baby coming? Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 years. Then I'll truly turn into Captain Lance. Does this look decent? No, there's no cast speed. Would you guys exalt this? Just try hit cast speed? Or is it just not good enough? Well, you can get it to 250, and it's got 180 mana. I reckon it's worth a double exalt. I reckon it's worth it. 30 res. Okay. Oh, try res. Alright, that's alright. Something I might want a lot of A lot of res. I'll take it. Do I really have to buy scraps? Yeah, we'll just do this because why not? Let's see if it's even worth anything. I'm not even gonna check. Just gonna go for it. Tell you what, this is a rip-off. Bloody scraps. You know what? I'm just gonna buy that many. Oh, whatever. Fuck you. 1. I'll give you Regal. There you go. 2 Regal for 1 scrap. Now Violet, I don't know. I don't have the balls for that. What do you reckon this is worth? This is down for maintenance. I can't actually check trade. It's probably only worth like 5x, right? It's probably not even worth it. Doesn't have cast speed. It's back up. You reckon 2x? Yeah, it's probably garbage. I'm just hoping someone thinks that res is more important than cast speed. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'll just overprice it like I do everything, and we'll go from there. Alright, so with no res, it's worth nothing. We knew that. Let's put a couple of reses in here. Alright, technically speaking, people will put up something similar for like a divine. But I don't think it will go for divines. I'm going to put 30x. Maybe 35, and we'll see. Something like that. That'll do. Oh yeah, look what I found earlier. Where is it? Look at this thing. Why couldn't it have been like lightning damage or mana instead of that fire damage? That would be very good. Just make a 1 div dumb tab. Probably should, eh? Put everything there. I definitely will not chaos it because I reckon I could get 5 for sure. Alright, let's do it. Let's do a 1. Let's see if it works. Let's just do a 1 div tab. I don't know why I did that because it's going to be individual. Exact price 1 divine. Alright, what can I chuck in here? Let's chuck in. But let's put that stupid thing. Here it is. What's my DPS? So I'm 33k, but I'm using Lightning Rod. And Lightning Rod doesn't show up on tooltip. So I would say around 50. Yeah, I do. I run a staff so I can blink and curse with it. It's Sigil Power. How does your weapon set swap blink work? Okay, so I have weapon swap on my mouse. So I swap to it, and you'll see when I swap, it turns Archmage off, and it puts my blink on. So this is blink. Then when I can blink, and then on Spark, I have use with weapon set 1. So as soon as I press Spark, it takes my 1 down. That's how it works. Got to get the X price out of the item, otherwise it's going to be listed for the 25, 35. Oh, is it still in there? Oh, you're right. I did not think that's how it worked. True. True. What do you mean you want that? What? What do you want about it? It's a cool item. Oh, the blink. What do you mean? You haven't got this set up? Yeah. So basically, you want a staff. Well, you get the staff, but you probably got the fucking sigil of power going. But then you want in blink here to be used with your second weapon, your second set, and then you want second wind and ingenuity in here, and then basically allows you to blink when you want. You do 2, and then it cools down. It actually cools down when you don't have it on, so it's cooling down now. Probably got 1, and then if I have a look, 2, and I can do it again twice. It's very cool. I love the double shock, Chris. I just don't know what to do with my 4th point. So double shock's nice, but then I have 2 points, and I can either get 20% additional res, Heart of the Storm, which isn't that strong anymore, and that's it. So instead I just went chill. I'm just trying it out. I do like the double shock a lot though, so I may go back to double shock and Scouring Winds, but for now I'm happy with the chill. So we'll see how we go. It's only 20%, Jay, and I've got like my cursed is 64%, and then I've got 20% anyway on my exposure, so that's like 84%. Yeah, I do use gold to gamble. I want to show you guys in a second. I just want 1.2. We could do belts, I guess. Belts cost around 600k. You do a full inventory and you craft it. It's actually a lot of fun. I just wait till I get enough. Nah, I don't think it... Wait, exposure can? I don't know if it can. Are we sure about this? Am I a noob? Can exposure go below 0, guys? If that's correct, maybe it is a better play to do that. I don't know. Yeah, it can. Alright, maybe it is quite strong then. It's fair, that's fair. If that's the case then, I probably would suggest double shock and then this Scouring Winds. By streaming this build, you're making items even more expensive. I know, it sucks, doesn't it? I can't buy anything. What's in my blink? Ingenuity and second wind. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Please name of yours unique ring. Dream Fragments. Good luck. It's Dream Fragments, but it's price fixed to max at the moment, so you're gonna have to wait. What I think, herb increased radiant gear. I think it's pretty good. Like, I do like that my boots and my gloves have 25%. I wasn't aiming to get that. They just kind of came with them. But I'm happy they have it. Whoa, what's hitting me so hard there? Extra fire, minus... Why does that hurt so much? You playing with screen shake on? I don't know. I don't crit, so I can't really tell. Probably not. If I had a choice, probably would turn it off. I just may have forgotten. I don't think it matters too much. Maybe I do have it on. I didn't have it on in per 1. Are you still using PS Jewels? No, I've got a different anoint, and I'm using Fork now instead of Persistence on the gem setup. Alright, let's see what chill I can get on this boss. Yes it is boss, good. Go on, die. There we go. The Maxwell plan is here, mate. How am I inflicting chill? At the moment I have the chill nodes, but I might swap to the shock and the exposure. Thinking of doing that. Yeah, I know. I to be honest, I'm probably just going to change it straight after this map. I think I want to try it for a bit. I've done chill long enough. Chill is pretty chill. Probably not, Carl. If the helmet one doesn't, I'm assuming the focus one doesn't as well. I just tested the helmet one. Yeah, I was thinking with the connections at the start, mana regen or spell damage. I know a lot of people do spell damage, but I talked to my mate about it, and we decided that mana regen might be ideal to the start. But I guess it is kind of personal preference. I'll have a look at it tomorrow, and I'll decide tomorrow. For now, it is mana regen nodes. But it wasn't really a mistake. It was a purposeful error, I guess. Oh, okay, I can save 1 point. Oh, did I stuff that up? Okay, I'll check it tomorrow. I'll find it. I honestly I dislike max roll. It really annoys me. I don't like using it. It deleted itself, and I had to write it all again. Spent like an hour writing it, and it didn't. Then it broke, and I had to do an hour writing it again. So I'm just having a break from it for now. Like, I figured at the end of the day, like, Captain Lance probably has a better starter than me anyway. Like, you can go look at his stuff, and then if you want to look at the way I'm doing it, you can kind of tweak it. Like, I reckon I could make a good leveling guide if I put, like, 6 hours and sat down and fleshed it out, scripted it, and did all that, but ain't nobody got time for that. Not anymore. Maybe if I knew it was going to be this popular, like, last week and I wasn't going on holiday. But yeah, I don't want things to take too long. Like, I don't mind helping out, I don't mind answering questions on the stream and stuff, but like spending like a good 6 hours perfectly doing a leveling guide is just a bit much. And at the end of the day, like, I don't really know what kind of way I want to go, direction I want to go in terms of my content. I'll figure it out, but at the moment I'm just kind of doing what I feel like. But maybe I'll be better at making guides for you guys in the future. I don't know. for now, it's just been, yeah, it's been kind of surreal having so many eyes on what I've done and having all the support. It's been crazy. Never would have expected it. I mean, I used to make RuneScape videos like 10 years ago when I was a teenager. But yeah, those never did that well. Had about 100 subs, couple of views on a few videos, like got like 5-10k here and there. But definitely wasn't expecting the 100k views on the last video, the build guide video. The amulet's called the Everlasting Gaze, I want to say. Yeah, the Everlasting Gaze. It does, but I'm about to stop it from slowing the enemy because I want to try something else. There goes the 100k. Alright, double shock, exposure, let's go. Let's see how it is. Yeah, but I think this one just got a bit of hype because I was in the top 10. So I reckon, you know, next league or whatever, maybe I'll get a couple of views on it, but I don't think it'll pop off or anything like that unless I somehow get lightning in a bottle twice, which I don't think I will. But I'm still happy to create content for whoever. Like, I'm just happy to help. Get a lot out of just helping people. I mean, I'm a teacher as my day job, right? So I enjoy answering questions as long as they're not too repetitive. How you proccing exposure? Orbital Storms. Oh, I want to get these nodes though. These 2 points. What can I drop for these 2 points? Because then you can get 26 shocks, right? 24 shocks. That seems strong. I can drop an ES node. Or 2 ES nodes. Yeah, I might just have to drop the ES nodes. Yeah, I do. I think I do. Conduction, yeah, I do. And I've also got crit on my wand. Lightning resistant, that's no fun. I want to see these shocks. I was promised double shock would be good. How much regen should I have for going Mom and CI? Well, you can get CI first. You don't have to go Mom or Eldritch Battery before CI. And then you just got to kind of have a look. I mean, I would say like 600 or 700 might be okay. Yeah, so you probably want to get a bit more mana regen. Maybe like 700, 800. What's your spark mana cost? And cast time. Spark mana cost and cast time. Just gonna have to judge that with your mana regen. 277 before inspiration. Are you using inspiration? Because you need to use inspiration. I don't know if it works, Martin. Yeah, I'm 266 with inspiration. But it's going to depend on how much money you have. I'm really going to have to drop these ES nodes, aren't I? For the extra shock. 8% more. Is it 26 or 24 does it go to? I need a level 19 spark. I need to get 21. But I haven't found a 20 yet. And I don't know if I have the balls to bar my first one anyway. So there's still a lot of damage to squeeze out, really. Yeah, I do have EB. Yeah, if you get lightning rod, you can't get piercing shot and amulet. You can only choose one. And you don't bother with the pierce nodes on jewels. I mean, like, you could if you want, but you aren't gonna, it's not going to be easy to get to 100%. Might as well just run fork. Yeah, it's just the way it's calculated. Early on, it's not. I don't know if it's really a bug or not, but it's just, it could be the way they intended it. But it's annoying. It'd be nice to have that apply, but I guess they don't want things like Po 1 was. Nah, jewels don't have piercing. I don't use pierce at all now, I use fork. But it doesn't mean you don't need to use it still, like, it's still good. It's just the endgame setup with lightning rod, which is currently like 900 exalts. What have I rolled? Is just expensive. It's too expensive to really justify it. Like, you're getting like 20-30% more damage, but if you had 900 exalts, you could probably get 20-30% more damage from your other gear at the moment by just min-maxing it. Should I actually do this ritual? Probably should. Is the datum even good? Crap. Wow, that's anticlimactic. What do you run on your jewels? I just run energy shield and energy shield recharge, and I've got cast speed and mana regen. That one's quite nice. This one I just have cast speed extra. This one I have cast speed. This one I have skill effect duration. I'd say this one's probably like the best. Max energy shield, faster start, skill effect duration. But you know. Doesn't really matter too much. I don't like ritual. It bores me. Oh, why am I tired, guys? That's not good. I'm not going to go to bed just yet, but that's annoying. To be fair, it is 11:19 PM, and I'm still on Melbourne hours, which is like 2 AM there, so... I got a bit of an excuse, I guess. What skill am I using over controlled destruction? I'm using controlled destruction. Actually, you could be right. The DPS is not changing there. The lightning rod isn't changing it there, so that would change. Yeah, surely controlled destruction. It says you can't deal critical hits. But that doesn't mean you can't deal non-critical hits. So surely it still works. Are you saying the more damage with hits? Why is it only going up like 3k though? Oh, I don't know, Rick. You destroy my brain. Someone smarter help. I don't know. Because you feel like that should be more than 33. Right? Like 30% more and it's only going up 33. That's terrifying. It should be more than that. Let's take another skill gem. What else can I use? Let's do elemental focus. Yeah, well, elemental focus makes it 25% more. So if this 30% was working, that should be higher than that. I don't think it's working the way I think it is. Which is stupid. You could be right, man. That's insane. So maybe the play is to use the other one here. Where is it? I still don't know how a lot of these mechanics work. It's frustrating. 30% added? But it says more. It says 30% more. Why would it be added unless it's a glitch? Well, the other one you can use is the... Where is it? The spark. This one. Right, apparently this is glitched. You have like 16% crit and some crit damage, so you lose that. No, it's the other way around. Demo. More has always been multiplicative, and increased has always been additive. But that, yeah, that's probably what's happening. It's literally not letting me crit, so I'm losing the damage. So this could be like 37 because I'm losing the crit, but then it's not taking into account the lightning rod. So that's what's happening, I reckon. I reckon this, think about this is allowing me to crit still. It should be like 37. Because it can't crit, I'm losing that 16% crit from the spark here. So, crit chance, I'm losing this. And that's what's making it look less. But then the lightning rod is 100% doing it. So, Emolion, you are correct. I agree with you. That is correct. Thank you. It's too late for me to think about things. Thanks for that, Rick. It's like my new video, I talked about that. Uh-oh. Oh well, I think that's correct. It's almost half of what it was. So, no, you're not wrong. So it is half. So I'm taking this thing called Eldritch Battery over here. And what it does is it converts all energy shield to mana. So that means it's all energy shield on my gear. So the 293 here, the 900 here, 200 here, 157 here. It converts all of that and puts it to my mana. So if I unspec Eldritch Battery, you'll see I go back to 15.4, but I only go to 3k mana. But what I want is, I don't mind it being on my mana, because I can use mind over matter. So all damage is taken from mana before life. So it's going to use 7.4k of my energy shield, and then it's going to go through 5.5k of my mana. But what it does is it doubles my DPS, because my Archmage does double. So it's a little bit less, like 10-20% less damage I can take in one hit, but it's like double damage. For some reason I can't open up the Eldritch Battery. It says requirements are not met. Don't know what that means. Sorry. Yeah, lightning rod's working. It's just not telling us. I mean, I hope it is. It's a reason it's so expensive. Yeah, you can override it. Kuti. So, if you're using Pierce, the gem, it says here, once a projectile is pierced an enemy, it does 30% less damage. So you have one projectile, does 100% damage, and then that projectile goes through the enemy and does 30% less, so 70% of the damage. What Fork does is it hits an enemy for 100%, and then it splits 2 to 250%, which is essentially 100% of the second phase. So Fork is better than Pierce, just straight up. This is better. But if you have the Anoint on the tree and the dual nodes, you're getting 100% Pierce without the negative effect. So that's why I'm using Fork. That's the way I understand it. Rule, it's Chaos Inoculation. It's a node on the tree that converts, basically makes your life 1, but you're immune to chaos damage. So you just stack Energy Shield. That's why I have 1 life over here. Yeah, you gain Fork through Mana Tempest, but Mana Tempest is a scary button when you are relying on mana for survivability, so I don't use it that often. Yep, I went into EV. Toad. Yeah, these are the scary boys. I don't like these. Yeah, I do, Vincent. It's I'm gonna fix it again in the morning, but it's over here. I'll link it to you. Like it's pretty close, but like max roll is just annoying, so I'll fix it in the morning. But it's pretty much what you need. Sticks. I think Dream Fragments is just different. Like I reckon if you have an Ingenuity and you have like 2 Breach Rings with like 250 mana and cast speed, like that's probably just as good as a Dream Fragment setup. I don't know if it's best to have Ingenuity, Dream Fragments, and 1 Breach Ring. That could be the play as well. I'm not 100% sure, but they both sound pretty good. I like not being chilled though. It's nice. What's your currency strat? Are you just raw dogging T15s? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm spamming them with Exalts and Valor Orbing them, but I'm not really doing too much. I've only really played like, 12 hours or so since I've come back from holiday, so I haven't really min-maxed a mapping strategy yet. Something I do have to do. What are your thoughts on Kotoko's versus Rare Gloves? I heard that Kotoko's doesn't stun as much in high level maps. And I mean, I'm not having any stress clearing maps, so if I'm focusing on bosses and I just want to have as much energy shield mana as I can. So I think Rare Gloves are better, personally. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I do like the Shock Ascendancy. It's nice. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Nah, Vincent, I'm not running Pierce anymore. I'm running Lightning Rod. Very expensive annoyance, but probably better in the endgame. The Pierce is still good. It still works. It's just probably not the best endgame setup. Alright, Keva. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll probably be on this time tomorrow. Did you add Breaking Point passive? Is that the one this one here? No, I'm gonna though. I'm gonna just unspec some ES nodes and do it. What's a good time to spec into CI? Like 3 or 4 KS is normally pretty good. What's that, Marcos? Is that the Tempest one? This one, Rising Tempest. Would you anoint Piercing Shot? Yeah, I would. It depends how much it is. If it's like 20 Exalt, yeah, I would. No, I'm not Marcos. I don't really want to drop any of mine. Arcane Tempo is too strong, because just the cast speed's too nice. Control Destruction I need for my Lightning Rod setup. Inspiration I need for mana cost. Acceleration I need that more proj speed for to just travel, especially when I'm mapping, and I need Fork. How do we juice maps? Just Exalt Slams? I mean... So what I'm doing at the moment is basically just rolling tier 15s and then Varlobbing them. So I'll take like a white tier 15, Alk it, don't care the mods, Exalt it the full Varlob, and it'll sometimes go to tier 16s and you get these things, which are kind of nice. Or it'll just do that with tier 15. So that's what I'm doing. How did you get Dream Fragment? I bought it for 20 Exalts before everyone knew about it. Like when I was making the build, I looked up all the uniques that could work with the build, and I thought this one would be really strong. And I set it with a search for like 2 days. I didn't see any. They were all like a mirror. And then someone put one up for like nothing, and I got it. I don't know how I got it, but I did. Everyone's mad at me for that, but it's not that good, guys. It's just, it literally just helps with chilled. Like, I'm almost considering dropping it and going for 2 breach rings with Ingenuity, whatever it's called. Like, it's good, and I'm happy, but I think it's way overhyped now. Yeah, 20 max mana is pretty good, but it's not as good as you think. Like, I'll take it off in a second. I think my mana will go to like 5.1 or something. And don't forget, if I had like a 250 mana breach ring, it'd probably be the same. 72, nah, it's probably not too bad. I mean, maybe wait for 75, but as long as you have like the amulet and like 3 or 4 KS, you should be fine. Maybe just hold off on going from Mind Over Matter straight away. Yeah, exactly. It's weaker after the charm slot buff as well, so you know, I might just sell it. Just sell it and do something else. Like, I don't think it's that necessary. It's just nice not having to deal with chilled ground, really. Without the neck, you can do kind of my old version. I don't know if you want to do this version, but the old one you can definitely do without the neck. Yeah, just get a high cast speed, energy shield %, mana amulet. Guys, I am going to probably stream for like another hour or so, but if you do want me to do this quite regularly, I can do this like pretty much every night for the next couple of weeks, if you would like, kind of starting at the same sort of time. So if you do want to see me tomorrow, just remember you can subscribe, and then you can see the actual, when the stream's live, so I don't have to release a video necessarily every time. And I might stream on Twitch as well tomorrow. I might do both at the same time, if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, I can do some more videos. If anyone's got any ideas, I can release a couple more videos. But it just depends what people want. Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, I'll probably do a few more bits of content. I'll probably do the simulacrum. But, you know, I don't know. We'll just see how much it is. Every time I do something kind of that's a little bit next level in terms of the progression of the build, I'll release a video. But I don't think that'll be every day. Might be every 2 or 3 days now that I'm back. Yeah, stream should be on YouTube. I think once I end the stream, it saves it. I'm using the double shock. And I don't know what's better at the moment. I need to grab the node on the tree that gives me more shock though, which I keep forgetting to do. Oh yeah, I actually found this everlasting gaze, by the way. I didn't even buy it. I found it and I ID'd it at 30%. My mate was really upset with me. What are my general thoughts on the end game? I've really enjoyed the whole gameplay experience at the moment, but I've only really been in Endgame for like 24 hours. Like, I literally released that other video, the build guide one last week, and then went on holiday for a whole week. So we'll have to go through all the content. I'll have to fight the Arbiter of Ash a few more times, Simulacrum, and then I'll be able to have a bit of gauge in it. But I do feel like some people are going to have a really hard time with the content, because they're just going to hit so hard they don't have the pull. Like, we have a good ES and mana pull, so if you have like 3k life or 2k life, you might really struggle. But there's obviously not the same amount of things to do, so we'll see. So I don't really know yet. Sticks, maybe ask me in 2 days. But I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the game. Like, it's obviously one of the best releases I've ever seen in terms of an early access game. It's quite amazing, and I love Path of Exile. I've been playing it for 13 years. Oh, I feel like TPing out. No worries, Clyde. Glad I could help. Corrupted. You switch to the cast on shock lightning conduit. You said it's more damage. What type of numbers are you getting with that? So I mean, you probably don't have the same gear. So like my chest piece, for instance, is 900 energy shield, and that's converted to mana. So big reason's probably going to be your gear pieces. And yeah, 110 is okay, but again, 150 on gloves, 160 on helmet, 150 on shields. Like, it's okay, but you kind of want to push that a bit more. But hey, you're still doing alright, by the sounds of things. 3.5k mana is not nothing. It means you've got the build to a reasonable level. Yeah, Spark's around 20k. It's so hard to tell how much damage that 20k is though, because it bounces so much. Like, what do we say that 20k is? Like 500k? So is like Lightning Conduit 3 times the damage? Like, it's so hard to tell, the Spark at the moment. Because for my latest video with the Arbiter, I'm doing like somewhere between 500k to a mil a second, I think. I mean, I may have to watch it again, but it seemed like a crap load of damage. What's your survivability on it? Is it just not good? Yeah, I want to try at 6, but I can't because I'm using controlled destruction. If I don't crit. Yeah, fair enough. Can I show my Atlas setup? Yeah, sure. Take a screenshot if you want. Just gonna get a glass of water, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. I think it's just different sticks, because Captain Lance has a shield, and the shield's pretty good in a lot of situations. But you're losing probably 20-30% damage from not having a focus. Like, my focus is crap, but if you got 350 energy shield, like if you had, like this one I had here, but instead of a cold res, let's say I had cast speed, and instead of fire damage I had mana, you'd be looking at some insane extra damage. But they go for about 100 divines at the moment. So, yeah. Let's see what I have set up. That's still an error. Tried to get a focus going, but yeah. It's quite down at the moment. Anyway. I'll probably stream for like another 30 minutes or 40 minutes, guys. So if you've got any more questions, feel free to ask away. I'm obviously a bit low energy now because I'm getting tired, but happy to still answer a few questions while I'm at. That's my level. I am 94. You know what? Let's run a tier 16 on that. So why not? What are you doing, new guide for your items? I mean, I've only had a couple of upgrades, so this wand I've upgraded there. So I bought it for 20x without the extra lightning damage and then slammed the lightning damage on it. And this was about a week ago, just before I went away. And then the other upgrade I got was, it was just the lightning rod to anoint. I haven't really changed my gear since then. It's around 400k DPS corrupted. Yeah, sounds about right. I am double shocked now though, so let's just say that's 600k now, because of the double shock would definitely be doing that. Oh, and that reminds me, I want to respec into the extra nodes. Let's get rid of that ES node and that ES node and get these. I probably did that wrong actually. Oops. Oh, because that's on there. I can't do it like that. Oh, whatever. I don't care. What's the other 2 points you took with double shock? I've got the exposure because apparently that works. I didn't realize it worked. Alright, let's try this. I have the issue. Just keep doing tier 15s, man. If you're sustaining them and you can do them, just do them because you can make currency from doing those tier 15s. It'll still count towards your 12. Why don't I take the whole lightning branch? I don't need the penetration, and I don't feel like the shock nodes are powerful enough. Ooh, tier 4 Hex's robe. Wish me luck, boys. Jay, I would sock it, as long as it's not the chest piece, I would sock it in reses. The chest piece you get a lot of ES from with the 40%, but the others you don't need to do, you can just do reses. I've got reses in mine. Yeah, they lowered the res cap, so I didn't have to fix my cold res. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know, 6. I mean, I always play SSF, or like a group SSF, when I play Po 1 these days, because I'm sick of dealing with the economy. Like, I am quite good at the economy stuff, but I just want to play. So, I normally get like 2 or 3 mates together and just do our own private league, like SSF style. It's a lot of fun. We'll probably end up doing that with Po 2. What I did think would be quite cool is do like a full SSF playthrough and do daily updates with that. I've seen a couple of other content creators do that, but I think I'd have a pretty cool take on it, because I really do like that type of gameplay. But I know a lot of people aren't interested in that sort of stuff. Is there certain maps I should save my highest tiers for? Yeah, probably the boss ones, because the bosses seems to drop a lot of map returns, so if you save it for the boss, you'll always map sustain. SSF seems really tough in Po 2 though. Yeah, but that's because we just played it through it once. Like, now we all know how to play. It'd be easier the second time through. And to be honest, I pretty much SSF'd the start. Like, I didn't really care too much about trading. You couldn't really trade for anything at the start. Maybe this build's quite OP for it, but you always pick the most better build in SSF because it's fun. Choi, I have a weapon swap and I have blink in the weapon swap. So Archmage gets turned off when I have blink on, and I can blink around, and then when I spark it comes back. Volume, try get the amulet, the everlasting gaze if you haven't. I don't know how much it is now, but it's going to be a good upgrade. Yeah, that's good damage. I'll take it. EB is very good. I don't want him to nerf it, but it's good. I'm level 94, Philip. But I haven't played for like a week. Someone wants me to buy that for 5x. I should really turn those tabs off. I don't actually need them anymore. Oh, we have 120 viewers. That's kind of crazy. I was expecting like 20. Thanks for supporting, guys. Hopefully I've answered some questions, and I know there's a lot of you there that aren't really typing at all and just want to listen, and hopefully you've been helped by some of the questions as well. Thanks, Manuel. Hi, Squishy. Assuming Lightning Rod doesn't work with crit, would it be better if you opted out of the Elemental Storm nodes for the other ones instead? I'm not doing Elemental Storm, mate. So I'm doing Double Shock, and I'm doing Scouring Winds. My skill tree looks a bit like this, but you might as well just use the one from Max Roll. It's a little bit different, but it's basically what you're going to need until you know how to do Lightning Rod, which is pretty much at the end. My Max Roll has Elemental Storm. Yeah, I don't have Lightning Rod in that one. Oh, no, I have Chill in it anyway. But if you don't have Lightning Rod, you can literally choose what you want. Doesn't really matter. I might actually change it. I still think the Endgame one's probably not Chill. I just liked it. Honestly, it's pretty much personal preference. Anything that's mandatory is the Arcane Focus. Then you can kind of do what you feel like. How do you set up the blink? Alright, I'll show you how to set up the blink. So you have to have a weapon swap. And in your blink here, you click this arrow. And you go use with weapon set 2. Okay? And then your Archmage, you're going to have use with weapon set 1. So you run around, you want to blink, you press your weapon swap, mine's mouse 4, and then space. And then if you want to go back to Spark, you have Spark on weapon set 1, and it will instantly do it back. You get used to it. I mean, it's a bit scary in boss fights to do it, but it's really good. Any special on the sigil stuff? Just sigil. I mean, I found this one. I went to buy one that had mana and cast speed, and it was like 3 divines or 5 divines, and I went, I don't care. So mine just has +6 to spell levels, but I found it, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, you're a little bit vulnerable while you have it out. You lose a bit of ES and mana, but as soon as you go back, it's fine. Best way to sustain mana. So you need to be using Inspiration. And then you need to have basically mana to give you more mana from Arcane Focus, more mana regen, because it gives you 20% more mana regen. The effect scaling. So yeah, that's going to help. And if you also need to get mana regen rates, you can get that on rings and amulet. Well, if you're using this, you already have it, but your other ring can have it as well. And you can also get it on your focus. Hi, what's the main purpose of your mana tempest? Putting Fork on Spark would not allow the projectiles to chain. I'm assuming you're just using it for damage. Yeah, the damage increase like 90%. That's all I'm using it for. And to be honest, I'm scared to use this in bosses because you just lose all of your survivability. Like, if that happens in a boss fight, I've got a 7k life pool. So I use it when I know I can put damage in. I may even take it out. I don't think it's necessary, but it's just a good button that does more damage. Alrighty, let's do a few more maps. I'll probably stream till about 12:30, so 35 more minutes. Have you considered going for the Shield Block chance? Yeah, I've considered it, but I just think the focus is too strong. My one's not even good, but if you can get like 30% cast speed and 350 energy shield, that's a ton of damage. Without Mind of Matter, is it possible to reach 3.5 to 4k? I mean, without Eldritch Battery, I reckon it is, yeah, 3.5, but you need some crazy good gear. I guess I'll go to this stupid tower. Oh, Todd. If you're getting one shot, do you have it on your? Do you have the life flasks on that makes you take damage? Because apparently that kills you. So check your flasks. If you're literally just getting one shot through damage with 6k, yes, that seems kind of insane. 6k, yes, is quite a bit of tier 7 maps. Yeah, well, you've got no resistance. That could be another option. I'm not sure, Azure. I haven't really done too much ritual. It's not Arc, it's Spark. And, I mean, I would definitely have a bit of gold and some energy shield gear before you try change it over to it. You want to see me do a tier 15 breach? Sure. I'll show you after this. It's fun. That belt that gives you 80% of rings. Yeah, it's good. Good ring. A good belt. But I don't think it's necessary if you have Dream Fragments. But it's probably quite good if you don't and you want to do 2 breach rings. Yeah, Citadels have been really hard to find. I found 2, I think I got pretty lucky. I had a mate that got to like level 92 and didn't find one and rage quit and reroll another character. Alright, we'll do a belt bag. Do a bit of crafting, I'll show you. I prefer to do it with rings, but I can only do half an inventory of rings and I can do a full inventory of belts. Or maybe we could do half an inventory of rings. It is cool when you have a full one though. Oh, we'll do half a ring bag then. I'll show you what I'm doing with my gold. Is it possible to craft dream fragments? I'm not sure. But I think there is a special way to do it that people are figuring out. But I don't know. I bought mine, so I'm not sure. But it was interesting that all the item levels were the same at the start. Yeah, it will multiply it, so it will give you 36 more mana, so 16 more than the base. But I think its main use of it is if you have 2 breach rings with like 180 mana, and then you've got the quality on it. That would be insane. Alright, let's do some crafting. JC, Mind Over Matter's very strong because it basically allows your mana to be part of your one-shot health pool. Well, not necessarily one-shot, just your health pool in general, which is really good. Mine gives me 900 mana, or 900 energy shield with its bottom mana. It's very, very good. Not as good as it was when I first had it, but it's good. You just go to Headhunter? Nice, man. How much are they going for? Alright. That's probably not worth anything. Let's do some crafting. It's fine. I made about 10 divines doing this before. But it's nicer to do it with a full inventory. They're all a bit average. Could reforge them, but I'm lazy. Alright, let's see how we go. 81 mana. 14 int. Problem is, it's a bit low mana. We'll come back to that one. That's dead. I'll put the dead ones over here. Lightning damage. Still probably worth a regal. Dead. Hey, that's what we're looking for. Alright, hit a regal. Let's go. Ah, crap. Still has suffixes though. Still has suffixes though. And it's dead. Very dead. Hit it with a chaos. Nah, super dead. And dead. Alright, we only got this one. I don't even know if it's decent. If we can get a res maybe. Nah, it's pretty bad. Maybe I'll look at it another time. I'll just sell these. But yeah, that's pretty good doing that. I'm assuming this seed's worth nothing. Does anyone have any more questions, guys? With anything? Anything that I'm doing? Anything they want to know? Happy to explain my thinking. Or if you've got any ideas, let me know. Because that would also be helpful. Otherwise, I'm going to try tier 15 breach. Because someone wanted to see that. Is this how you make most of your money? No, I made most of my money by getting to tier 15s for everyone else and selling them for 10 exalts. I literally be selling these like every 5 minutes, and this is when exalts were worth like you could buy this chest piece for 50 exalts, for instance. Whereas now that would be a lot more. Please show your tree for screenshot. There you go. Can you give me like 100 exalts? No. I need my money. I'm poor. Alright, hopefully you screenshot it in time. I'll give you 5 more seconds. Then we'll see if we can find a breach. Oh, more monster life. Go away. Get any white ones here? There we go. How can we get level 20? I'm pretty sure it just drops. I think. Could be wrong. Like you just do tier 16 maps that are like +2 or 3 and it just drops. And then you can veil lob it for 21. T16 corrupted plus irradiated. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I thought it was. Only dropped from 82, yeah. That would be nice, because I only have a 19. I would love a 21. But I think you need to actually 6-link it first, which is expensive. And then you gotta val it, so... I'll be happy with a 20 for now, and we'll go from there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Sorry, when I say 6-link, I mean 5-link. It's a Path of Exile 1 name. Because obviously in Path of Exile 1 you have a 6-link to get your 6. You have to actually put the gem in it. So when I say 6-link, I mean 5-link. Sorry. It's going to take me a while to not use that language. Can you get 6-link with Val? Can you get 6-link with Val? That seems pretty insane. I don't know if you can. That sounds very broken if you can. Yep, it is better than full ES. The damage is too good. I mean, technically, if you want to be tanky, maybe not. But I think it's better. Yeah, I found a perfect Jules today. It's crazy. I think I found it on stream. Yeah, I did. I sold it for like 165 exalts. I feel so squishy. It actually highlighted that for my name. It's hilarious. With EB Mum on about 4k ES for map 15. Should I prior higher gear upgrades? What's your mana, Ryan? I feel like you need to have higher mana with the scale, so maybe you need to just get some mana on every slot. Make sure it's like 130, 140 plus. Why am I still doing this map? What's wrong with me? Alright. What should I put on this? Just plus level, I guess. Far out. I guess I'll sell this for 5 exalt. I don't even know why I've still got it there. Is there anything that... Oh, there's a 10. Good. Alright, let's go. Alright, where's a breach? Someone wanted to see a breach before. I guess I could do that one. I'll do this forge maybe, if I go around the top here. First YouTube stream. This is my first YouTube stream as well. Of an act, like doing the stream, I guess. Alright, I'll do this breach. No, that's gonna be crap. These are all crap zones. Maybe the field. Alright, I'll do this and then I'll do the breach here. Hopefully that'll be acceptable. I really don't want to do 72%. Running a particular strat. Nah, just for tier 15s, exalting them, valing them, running them. That's it really. I need to look into the best mapping strategy. But I've just been playing today after my holiday and I haven't really had a chance to do any research. So I'm just kind of doing what I feel like. And it's kind of hard to watch content and stuff while I'm streaming, so I'll just do it in the morning. But I've made quite a few divines today. I think I've got 5 raw divine drops today, which is pretty good. I sold a ring for 10. Yeah, I got Dream Fragments, Dave, so I don't think the belt's necessarily that strong for me. Like, I think if you had 2 strong breach rings, maybe. So, I don't know. I might do the belt later. I might make my own breach ring later and do the belt, something like that. My mana regen's around 1,000. What I'm running around. Yeah, 1,025. Drop the ring, I'll buy it. I bought it for 20 exalts. Everyone's really upset about it. I was watching it for 2 days though, and one came up. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, I was reading chat. Is your ring have mana regen? This one does, the Dream Fragments, but not the other one. Now the belt's going to go down because everyone's going to start farming rituals. There's no way. Also, I'm not going to be getting the type of views that I got in my first video on the update, the gear update ones. The first one was a bit of an anomaly because I happened to be the highest Stormweaver at the time on the ladder. Whereas I'm not that anymore, so people don't care as much. When are you going to crop to your gear? I don't know. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Almost died then. What is that stupid mob? That is insane. It's hard to read chat and do this map. Yeah, I know, it helped. I was the highest, and the day after, the nerf happened. But I probably should have streamed as well. Like, I was thinking of streaming then, but I literally had a holiday the next day. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do it when I get back. I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that I missed a lot of the probably best time to stream. That's okay. I'm enjoying myself. As long as I'm enjoying myself, I'll keep doing it. Salty, it's kind of up to date. Give me like a day and I'll fix it. But there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just like there's a couple of things in there that I would prefer to be a bit more smoother and like the notes written a bit better. But if you want to start the build, feel free to follow it. What's the skill on Q? It's Sigil of Power. It's from the staff. Gives me 14% more damage per stage, and it can go to 4 stages. It's quite strong. Again, it's probably the lucky on the rod. I don't really want to mess with that, so the control destruction is probably best in slot for me for that. But it could be better. Yeah, crit is bad with a 9, exactly. So you get rid of the crit by going control destruction. you guys full clearing your maps, or are you just leaving after you get the map completion? Yes, I've chosen Eldritch Battery. I was thinking about it all week when I was on holiday, and I was like, I want to test out those numbers when I get home. And I tested out the numbers, and I felt it's definitely worth it. It's like 90% more damage, almost double, and you lose about 20-30% survivability. So I mean, if the game was a lot harder in terms of like hitting, I think it still might be better to do the old way. But this is just too good for damage. You don't get your 15, you're full clear. So you just run it out of spite. It's funny. I'm level 94 Alvin. Yeah, I think the block's good. Just doesn't do as much damage. But it's a good it's a good way of playing if you prefer that playstyle. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm using Archmage and Blink. I have the Blink on my staff, so when I swap to it, it turns the Archmage off, and then I can blink around. And I swap back to Spark. It turns it back on. Very good. Alright, is the guy that still wanted me to do that breach on tier 15 still here? Because I'm gonna run it because he wanted to see me do it. Yeah, I'd love to see a breach. Alright, was that you, Corrupted? Is you the one that wants to see it? Alright, 50% monster elemental resists. Alright, let's do that. Oh, let's fail this as well. Alright, tier 6. I'll do a tier 16. How's that? See how that goes. Watch me just get destroyed here. Well, it's only an 80. There's no pluses on it, but still, we'll do this. Oh god, good luck. See, this is when I'm tired. I'm not making the best decisions. You know, I'm ending the stream in 10 minutes, so this would be a good way to end it. If I die, it'd be funny. Whoa. What is that? I haven't been hit by that before. Okay, this is a toxic one. I think it's worth it. Using the exalts. Corrupted, do you have lightning rod? No, I'm way too far, okay. There's a stupid breach. I need a better loot filter. This is insane. Hey, here it is. Okay, let's see how we go. Yeah, crafting bod's annoying. It wasn't the greatest breach of my life, I'll be honest. But it does have the 59% early res, which is tricky to deal with. But I didn't really feel too uncomfortable. Yeah, it normally does go a lot smoother than that, but again, that elemental resist without me having the pen nodes just isn't great on a tier 16. Probably persistence is the gem you want to use as the last one, the duration one. You can't chill unless you get the Ascendancy for chill. I mean, you could get extra lightning, extra damage as cold, but it wouldn't do the biggest chills because it's only going to be like 20% of your damage. You don't need it at 100%. I think people have got it like 70-80%, they're still doing it fine. Like, it's just nice to have it 100 because you can guarantee it. But don't stress if it's not. It's fine. You can chill with the Ascendancy. Sorry, I'm getting tired, so that's why I'm a bit quiet. You would need to have some sort of chance to chill. Or crit. You would either need to crit or you need a chance to chill. Magnitude. I'll just do the middle here. I'm literally just weapon swapping with my mouse and then pressing space, and then when I press spark it goes automatically back. You can bind it in your skills. I'll show you when I leave the map. Alright, I'll quickly show you and then I'm gonna head out. So basically you have a weapon swap, so I have it on my mouse. When I swap, I can press space to blink. And then when I spark, it goes straight back to spark. So I do this by having spark on use with weapon set 1. I have my Archmage on weapon set 1. Then I have blink here on weapon set 2. And yeah, that's how I do it. So when I blink, I go into it and do it. So you gotta get that set up. It's really, really strong. Would recommend. Takes a while to get used to it, but it is strong. Very, 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 very good. Well, that actually look decent, those boots. Don't know if they're worth anything. 30% move speed life. Alright, guys. I'm going to head off. No, I'm not using Kotoko's, mate. Not enough energy shield. But feel free to subscribe so you can see tomorrow when I'm live. I'm going to be trying to aim to stream around 3 hours, sort of this time every day. So pretty much every day for next month. So yeah, hopefully I'll see a few of you tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments, or you can also message me in game. But I really appreciate hanging out, guys. It's been awesome. Thanks so much for coming on and having a chat. Alright, guys. Thank you.